you're going to be reformed and believe in republication, okay, it has to be administrative. Okay? Okay. I've tried to be very fair to our brothers on the other side. Okay? Now, or as Phil would like to call them, the ones that are too smart for their own good. But I think there's a better way to understand this covenant. Okay? Rather, I side with the Puritans on this one, as does most of the Reformed community. Okay? The Mosaic covenant is an extension of grace that God showed in the covenant with Abraham. Okay? And that's the way that we are going to flesh out this covenant. Okay? We are going to use our 4 points from that general overview that I mentioned a little while ago. We're going to look at how God fulfills these promises to Abraham. We'll see how this is fundamentally a covenant of grace. Full stop. Okay? Yes, the law is given. There's an element of obedience here. But this covenant is an extension of the covenant made with Abraham. Okay? In fact, we're reminded of God's grace literally a verse before the first commandments are spoken. Okay? Like we've talked about before, this is important covenantal continuity going on here. Okay? And if you miss it or you underplay the significance of that continuity, yeah, you're likely to end up in the repub world. Okay. Now, before we jump into the covenant, there's one last topic I want to address, and that's God's name. Okay. Now, remember when I told you last week to keep Genesis 17:1 in your back pocket. Okay. Genesis 17:1 is where God introduces himself to Abraham as El Shaddai, right? God Almighty. Well, here's why that's important. Okay. For those who have studied God's name with me, this will probably sound